Hello, fellow citizens. Hello, YouTube. I am back today with another entry into the video log. Today I will be reviewing another article from the Gazette newspaper. I'd like to thank Mr. Daniel J. Gross, the reporter that wrote this article, and he's been reporting on the local issues that have been occurring with the Prince George's County Police Department. But this is from the Gazette newspaper. I printed this article out online. It just says staff writer, but once again, Mr. Daniel J. Gross is the writer of it, and I'd like to thank him again for his reporting. It was published on Thursday, October 4th, 2012. I'm going to read this article word for word, but just a quick precursor about it, though. It's about a D.C. officer that was beat up by some Prince George's County police officers. I'm going to read the article word for word, and as always, I'll offer my opinion at the end. Okay, so here we go. D.C. officer claims he was beaten by Prince George's police files $3 million lawsuit. A Washington, D.C. police veteran has filed a civil lawsuit against two Prince George's County police officers after alleging he was beaten by the officers when leaving a Fairmont Heights restaurant September 29th. The lawsuit, filed in County Circuit Court on October 3rd, requests a jury trial and $3 million in compensation for the alleged victim, citing police brutality and officer misconduct. At about 4:30 p.m. September 29th, Richard Anthony Merritt, 47, of Silver Spring, was leaving the Ebony Inn restaurant in the 5300 block of Sheriff Road when two county police officers approached him and a group of other men Merritt was speaking with in the parking lot, according to the lawsuit and charging documents. Merritt's attorney, Jimmy Bell, said Merritt had picked up some barbecue from the restaurant and was going to meet up with his youngest son to watch his older son in a televised college football game. The 23-year veteran with the Metropolitan Police Department received a phone call from his youngest son when the two officers who were on routine patrol arrived and ordered he and the men to stand against a wall, Bell said. According to the lawsuit, Merritt immediately identified himself as a police officer when one of the county officers tried to snatch Merritt's cell phone away. The lawsuit states Merritt turned away to prevent his phone from being taken and was pushed by the officer. He was then struck in the face, head, and body by both officers and was later beat in the legs with a baton, handcuffed, and struck in the face again, the lawsuit states. Merritt was charged with having an open alcoholic beverage in public and resisting arrest, according to charging documents obtained from police. According to online county district court records, Merritt will face those charges in court November 14th. A defense attorney was not listed with the court's October 4th. Officer Tisha Gant, a Metropolitan Police Department spokeswoman, said Merritt has been placed on no contact, meaning his police powers have been revoked while he is facing the charges. According to charging documents, the county officers recovered a bottle of whiskey and a small plastic cup from Merritt, from which he allegedly had been drinking outside the restaurant. Merritt would not confirm or deny whether he had been in possession of alcohol outside the restaurant. He said he had to seek medical attention after the alleged beating, and X-rays determined he has a broken tibia and was put in a soft walking cast to heal. One officer tried to snatch my phone out of my hand, and I told him I was a police officer and said, "If you hurt me, I'm going to sue," he said. Once I said that, he jumped on me, and then the second one jumped on me, and they were just whipping on me and whipping on me and whipping on me. Charging documents say the officers did not learn of Merritt's employment with MPD until they discovered his identification card and department-issued handgun. However, Merritt said he immediately identified himself as a police officer and said he was armed when the county officers arrived. Christina Cotterman, a county police spokeswoman, said both county officers are still on full duty as of October 4th, but the department is conducting an internal investigation. I'm going to turn to page 2 now. Prince George's County Police Department is investigating. When we draw any conclusion from the investigation, we will release that, she said. Bell, who currently is representing a number of clients claiming excessive force from county police officers, said this is a prime example of police brutality and said it is apparent that there is miscommunication or lack of training in the Prince George's Police Department. Training is an issue and people need to be disciplined. When you have no probable cause, you need to be fired, and when people start getting fired, that's going to be a deterrent for other police officers, Bell said. We can't wait for them to try to explain their actions in front of a Prince George's County jury. Cotterman noted that as of September 29th, there have been 279 calls for service for various criminal incidents at the Ebony Inn, explaining why the officers were on routine patrol in that area. Former state senator Tommy Broadwater, owner of Ebony Inn, was not immediately available for comment Thursday. Bell said the alleged beating was captured on video from one of the officers' in-cruiser cameras, but Cotterman would not verify whether there is video to determine the officers' actions. Merritt's $3 million lawsuit filing comes on the heels of 2 other high-profile allegations of county police officer misconduct. Corporal Ricky 80 has been suspended with pay and was placed on administrative duty after he was indicted July 26 for allegedly punching a 13-year-old bully boy in the face and holding a gun to his head in District Heights on August 4, 2011. The boy and his mother, also being represented by Bell, filed a $3 million lawsuit against 80 and the county for assault and excessive force. Corporal Donald Taylor also has been suspended with pay and put on administrative duty after he was charged August 3rd with second-degree assault in a February 3rd police-involved shooting in Brentwood. Taylor allegedly wrongfully placed criminal charges on a Cottage City man he accused of attempting to grab his gun. Scott Peterson, a spokesman for the Office of the County Executive, would not immediately disclose the number of open civil rights and excessive force lawsuits the county is facing or how many the county has faced in the last 2 years. He said a Maryland Public Information Act request would have to be filed for the county to consider releasing such information. And that's the end of the article. I'm going to turn back to the front page. Now I will give my opinion. I have Sparky in the background. He's over there scratching his ears and I guess just, scratching his ears and he's shaking his head. So I apologize for that background noise of Sparky. He's just doing what he does. Okay, but back to the article. This is another incident that is taking place, and I would say in a short time frame. This is another saddening occurrence. It's embarrassing for the county. It's embarrassing for the police department. I think I'm going to cut off for this one being part 1 of this video log, and I'll come back with part 2. And I'll give my thoughts a little bit deeper into this article. All right, thank you for watching, and I'll come back shortly with part 2.